Good evening. How everyone doing today? God is good and God is good all the time. My name is Irma Gerald, Spiritual Divine. I'm here to give you a little short news on today. Uh, First, we're going to start with the essence. So the essence we're going to start with the economic. It boosts up in New Orleans due to the Essence Festival. So the Essence first provide a huge economic boost from New Orleans. That was great. The New Orleans were able to boost up the economic. It was kind of low, but New Orleans built that up. Built it up. They had 200 million people down here. So that was great. Its impact on the New Orleans. So New Orleans had a perfect weekend. You know, perfect weekend. The airport was packed, and New Orleans was packed. They say the economic come from the hotels, the restaurants. We had over 200 million people down here. So that boosts up to help the economy a whole lot. With the Essence down here in New Orleans. So the Essence Festival of Culture, due to the pandemic, last 2 years, will come to be a part of a big weekend celebration. The last time we had Essence was 2 years ago. With the COVID, we ain't had in the last 2 years. So since we had the Essence since 2 years ago, I guess everybody was so excited. It was a big celebration to have the Essence to come back. It was a big celebration, and it all worked out fine. We had a lot of little chaos at the airport and all this kind of stuff. But it was great for the Essence to come back after 2 years. So we impact so many tourists here in New Orleans. And it was great because New Orleans is a great place for you to come to the Essence, walk through the French Quarter. We have good delicious food here. So but for me, for Monday, I stayed home. I didn't even go to the Essence. I didn't even go out to see the fireworks or none of that because I pretty much don't deal with the fireworks, with the popping and all that. But I hope everyone else had a great time. I hope y'all enjoy yourself. And I can imagine they had wonderful artists at the festivals. So I hope y'all enjoy yourself at the Essence. I hope that y'all have a safe trip back home. And some of y'all might want to clear out and wait till Tuesday, because the airport might be packed on Monday. Everybody's trying to get back home. But I hope everyone get back home safely. So that's the news on the economic had boosts up from due to the Essence in New Orleans. So we can talk about the airlines, the airport. It's a relief now, they say, with all the challenges, that the airport had to face, the United States Airlines are getting back on track after cancel thousands of flights. It had so many delay, for the 4th of July weekend. It was just so much chaos at the airport. So now the travelers can breathe. They say you can breathe to have a relief as the flight disrupted ease after a weekend of chaos and cancellation. They had thousands of cancellation. They had so many delays. So airline had a rough weekend. Yes, they did. Despite the chaos, everything cleared up, and I'm glad everything's clear up. They said there's been a long time since they had the airport like that. Because we ain't had that in 2 years. So it was a big celebration that everyone had wanted to come out and see the S. So I mean, you had to come through the airport, so you come down here, and that was chaos with so much travelers trying to get to New Orleans. And so they had. I hope everyone was able to catch their flight, going back home. So I know they had some passengers say it took them 3 days. 3 days to get home. You know, 3 days to get home. And two, they had a couple miss their wedding. So we had so much chaos. It was just so much overwhelming at the airport. And three, you had so many, had thousands of cancel flights and delayed. The a lot of flights were delayed. Like it took him 3 days to get home because his flight was delayed. You know, yeah, good thing it wasn't canceled, but still he had to wait 3 days for his flight to come in for him to get home. So But glad everything worked out fine and that the airlines are getting back on track. So we talked about economics. That was slow for a while. For a while. So New Orleans had the Essence, and the last time we had the Essence was like 2 years ago. So it was a big old celebration down here. So everyone wanted to come see the Essence, and I assumed they had amazing artists that was there at the Essence performing um, their songs and stuff. And I know everything was great. So that's why it was so packed, because we ain't have an Essence in 2 years. So and that calls for the travelers, the airlines, to be packing overwhelmed. So we also talk about the airports. Both is the same thing. So everything is clearing out now. Everyone can catch their flight and get home. And I just hope everyone make it home safely. I hope everyone able to catch their flight with no cancellation and no delay. So that's all the show news I have for you today, and you have a blessed day. See you next video.